I'd like to call the East China Township Board meeting for February 17th, 2025 to order. Pat, please call the roll. Attendance.
Supervisor Westrick.
Here.
Clerk Smith.
She's absent.
Treasurer Horn.
Here.
Trustee Babel.
Here.
Trustee Bebuk here. Trustee Klein.
Here.
Trustee Richley.
Here.
Thank you. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't have any changes. If nobody else has any comments or questions for the agenda, if not, I'd take a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Mr. Richley.
I support.
Ms. Babel. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same thing on the minutes. Is there a motion to approve as presented?
So moved.
Oh, support.
Who moved? You?
I did.
All right, support by Mr. Richley. All those in favor say aye.
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 Presentations, guest speakers, I don't think we have anything tonight. Public comment, anybody? Consent agenda. C1 is your financial reports. C2 is departmental reports. C3, Park Commission meeting minutes from December 2024. 4, Marine City Area Fire Authority runs report for January 24. I think that's supposed to be 25. Let's change that. And the same thing on C5, St. Clair Area Fire Authority run report January 25. Correct that in the minutes, please. And then C6, Historical Commission meeting minutes December 24. I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Feedback, was there support?
Support.
Mr. Richley? All right.
It was Trustee Babel that.
Oh.
Okay. And all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Disbursements, Ms. Horn.
Payroll, $41,652.11. Accounts payable, $76,574.36. EFTs, $19,327.75. E-checks, $302.30. Tax account, $2,947,127.08. Invoices, $85,537.91, for a total of $3,170,521.51.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the disbursements as presented?
Motion to approve.
Ms. Horn? Is there support?
I support.
Ms. Babel? All right. Clerk, please, or substitute clerk, please call the roll.
Supervisor Westrick.
Yes.
Treasurer Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Babel.
Yes.
Trustee Bebuk, yes. Trustee Klein.
Yes.
Trustee Richley.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Unfinished business, I don't have any. New business, the resolution, the fire authority member reimbursement. We talked about this last meeting, we approved the rates and changes, but this has a separate resolution for some reason. So all this does is change it from 25 to 65, and it's the same for everybody. So any comments or questions on that? If not, entertain a motion to approve those as presented.
Motion to approve.
Ms. Horn? Okay, is there support?
Support.
Is that Dub?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, Pat, would you call the roll, please, on
Sure.
that, just in case we have to, with the resolution?
Supervisor Westrick.
Yes.
Treasurer Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Babel.
Yes.
Trustee Bebuk, yes. Trustee Klein.
Yes.
Trustee Richley.
Yes.
Thank you. Number 2, St. Clair County Road Commission cost share agreements. These are the same thing we sign every year, gang. We get one load of limestone now under the new way they do it, and they change it from 80-20 to 70-30 match, so we pay a little bit more now. And the agreements should spell out from the township what we spend. So limestone total is $13.63. We're paying $409.08. The 50-50 match, same thing. On the chloride as needed. I have an appointment with the director up there at the road commission, I don't think we need that kind of chloride because we only have one road, Range Road, so. But anyway, if we do, it's the same as always before, so they only bill us as they put it down. And those are all 50/50, you guys, so half of 4,700 gets filled in on the back. Same thing on the 1950. This is for mowing, and then there's some ditching in here, and the patching. I don't know if the ditching is included, but these are the same thing we do every year. So, and it's just approving them to go ahead and do the work as we request, we decide, and it's agreed upon. It'll probably be Dwayne involved a little bit more than me now, but that'll be as we come. But so these are annual agreements again. I make a motion, we approve those as presented. And I guess it'll be myself and the clerk will have to sign that, by the way. Authorize the clerk and the supervisors to sign these agreements for 2025.
I have a question.
Sure.
You said something that it went from an 80-20 match to a 70-30 match?
Right.
And then you said something about 50-50.
It's on the front there. The first one on the limestone, they pay 70, we pay 30.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
and then the other ones are
Limestone.
50/50 every year. That's the same as in the previous years.
Okay.
And,
all right.
and we have on the 50/50 match, we have about $70,000 right now we haven't spent. We're gonna use some of that for the Recore Road sewer, because you can only use up to 100 for local road funding. And then whatever's left after that, $200,000 to do the sewer, we're gonna split that with them too, with that match money. And we've got some, we thought that St. Clair, I think, is it St. Clair River Drive, that one by Bree that goes back in and around there? They've got some sinkholes developing by their catch basin stuff. It's all metal pipe. But we've been hashing this for the last 2 years. The Drain Commission says that's part of theirs. It's a Hathaway drain. And then they come back and say, well, no, that's in your road. Long and short, it's ours. And it's 50/50 with the road commission. So we're going to probably spend some money in that area this year. And then any place else we identify, like little spots around catch basins that are getting bad, I want to kind of use that money up this year. We're only obligated to use like 7,000 of it, but we need to do a little bit more work. And then the last thing we might use, and I think they'll let me do that, is when they get done with the sewer down here, the intersection of Recore and Point, I don't know if you've been down there lately, but with the water main project last year, they've cut across it a couple times, and there's so many patches and everything
Yeah,
else.
speed
I just need them to go back about 50 feet on every one of them and just mill that and repave that area too. And I think we'll do that too, but that's kind of what we got planned this year anyway, so.
Like around the summertime, we're probably gonna vote on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The 70-30 thing, only thing I'll say, I think they just passed an increase in their millage, and yet they're cutting us, so people need to keep that in mind next time they go for another millage. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. Like, we pay like 220,000 from our township alone to them. What are we really getting for it? Not
I asked
much.
them about the millage at the last meeting too, and they say they use all the millage money for federal match programs for the highways. So the primary roads. Any state highway is paid by MDOT, like this road out here. But the primary ones, which unfortunately, I think Meisner is the only one. Putty Gut's not, but Meisner is. They use the federal match that they have to do. That's what they use the millage funds for. I asked them that.
Interesting, because a lot of what I haven't done research in a long time, but a lot of back in the day, it was salaries and benefits for a lot of their people, I think, but.
Yeah, I wanted to get some questions about the people that live on private roads, about their money.
Right.
Why don't we get that to help maintain
Yeah.
it? But they said they only millage their money is for that, and that goes to the federal highways program.
I gotcha.
So that's the answer I got, but
All right.
I understand your question.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I have a question.
Sure.
If we authorize to do this, the $4,711, if you find that that's going to be cut, are we still obligated to pay that then, if we okay this?
On the what?
You said the chloride,
chloride.
you were gonna check.
Right,
on
right, no,
chloride?
no, the only time we get charged that is when they put it on,
Okay,
if they put it on.
okay.
So, I don't want to alert anybody, but sometimes we maintain Bryson, and I know that they've chlorided that, and they've kind of let us use that for that, and they're not supposed to, but, but we have to, we got to maintain that when we're trying to get that to be certified eventually here, so we're writing that one grant for this year for that, but. Yeah, we get one load. I mean, like China Township has a ton of dirt roads. Most other townships do, and they now gotta have an extra 10% coming out of their pockets, so. I'm glad our 10% is only $136, the increase.
Yeah.
So, and I usually have them put that on the intersection, and it's down by Bree Road, because that gets beat up down there a little bit. So they'll dump the 50-ton down there, 55-ton, and spread that out. And they'll regrade the whole road at the same time. And then they will probably hit it once with chloride after that, and then it won't need a maintenance for the rest of the year. But good questions. Anybody else? No? Got to make, is there a motion? I made a motion, right? Is there support to that? Everybody
Support.
Mr. Ridgely? All right. Any other questions? If not, Pat, please call the roll.
Supervisor Westrick,
Yes.
Treasurer Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Babel,
Yes.
Trustee Bebuk, yes. Trustee Klein,
Yeah.
Trustee Richley.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, new business 3, back and forth on this. The powers to be basically have thought that the best way to do this is buy the copier and then use a service contract on a per copy basis. It's presented below here. It's a better deal. I've done the math a little bit too. I don't know if, Alan, you like to look at numbers, but anyway. It's just over 4 cents per copy for maintenance.
Do we know how many copies we make per year, approximately?
I really don't, to be honest with you. I know it's a lot.
We can start with.
I don't know, 20,000, you think?
It needs to be cleaned.
Shit, we use that just for all these reports we're sending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said the anticipated cost is $546.72.
Pardon me?
So the anticipated annual cost?
That's for
Right.
black and white.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do the numbers, they still charge for the lease, it's even more money for the maintenance. You know, the monthly maintenance, so. But anyway,
And there's no monthly maintenance contract cost?
yeah,
So if we call them 5 times in 1 month, they'll come out for free?
that's included right at the 4 cents a copy.
Okay, that's what I.
Yep.
Wow,
Yeah, that's better because you don't have to
Right
pay
there.
the service call, but
right there, the service calls are.
they probably had someone quote this that doesn't realize how far away we are. I've ran into that before. But
Wow.
How many times do they come out, really?
they'll come out as much as needed if it needs a service. And that includes the toner.
But I mean, like our current copier, how
that
often do
includes
they
the
come out?
toner.
I have no idea. I know they've been out more, that's why we want to replace it. You know? But it's, what else did you tell me? Includes the toner, all we gotta do is do the paper. And the current maintenance cost on the one we have now is 8 cents. So, that'll save us money right there.
So how many years is this good for?
Good question.
Oh, no, I think it'll last us at least
I mean, is it like,
6 years or 8 years. I think that one's almost 10 years old. It says right here, we're purchasing 15. So that's been 10
I
years.
saw that, but I was just wondering, I mean, I can't imagine in this day and age that they would just, you know, maintain it for free for X amount of, you know, usually it's like the first 3 years will cover everything, or actually the first year, and then it will pay for service calls then. But you said it includes the toner and everything?
Includes the
That-
toner, not the paper, is what they told me.
Right,
Yeah.
right, which it wouldn't, but you know, we can save paper, I know, Debbie and I were talking about it, like all of these things, could we do like PDFs on this rather than killing trees?
I asked that, and a few board members wanted the paper copies, but I did send everybody got the electronic copy this time.
Right, the yeah, I'd rather just, rather than killing trees.
Anybody that's willing to sign up for that, I would love to do that. Yeah, because it will save us money.
Yeah, I'd be more than, how do I sign
I
up?
figured $1,500 to $2,000 easily, just on
That's a lot
copy.
of
Well, that was at the
Yeah,
8 cents, but anyway.
It is.
Yeah, but even at 4 cents, this is a lot
Right.
of paper.
Right, and 4 cents is
In
color, by
time.
the way, did you see that?
I'm sorry?
4 cents is color. The black and white copies are
A fraction of a cent.
6.8 tenths of a cent.
Yeah.
So, that's why it's $5.46 a year. So, and I thought she told me to include toner, but that sure doesn't seem right, does
That
it?
sounds too good to be true.
But black toner's cheap. I know the other toner's expensive. I've got one, just a cheaper one, but, yeah, anyway, yeah, anybody that doesn't want to, let me know.
Vern, it does say here, it says lease option 36 months, 48 months, and then 60 months with an asterisk beside it. So do we choose?
We're not leasing, we're buying it.
We're not leasing, we're buying.
We're
So
buying.
that doesn't, okay, that's right,
Yep.
that's what you said. I still would like to know, I mean, I'm in favor of it, but if
Well,
there's,
she's going by 60-month, the total anticipated 60-month cost if it only lasts us 5 years. You see at the bottom right there,
okay, yeah,
$8,800 for this one.
yeah, they're all,
And then, the lease would be 12,000,
yeah, for the one kind, and then
yeah.
8,200 for the other, for the Rico.
Yeah, so it makes the most sense, but the last one lasted
Well, what,
10 years,
10
you're right,
years?
maybe 5. My TV lasted 3 years. I couldn't believe it, 65-inch TV, 3 years.
Whoa.
Just out of warranty period. Did you notice we got a new one?
That's the way it goes.
What kind of brand TV was that? 3 years?
Thank you, Kenny Replacement. No, that's Cable Channel 6, to put that out for us. Because when we sit at the table, you can't really
That's
see
a
that one
rip-off.
over there.
Right.
Any other questions on the copier? All right, I don't know if I made a motion, did I make a motion?
No.
I'll make a motion to approve the Kyocera Task Alpha 1 for $6102.97. And then we pay $546.72 a month, or annually, sorry, for the lease, but it's at that rate. And the GL numbers, there below, and that's what we budgeted to, I think, so. So I'll make that a motion.
I'll support.
Okay,
If I get my pen to work.
Supervisor Westrick,
yes.
Treasurer Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Babel,
Yes.
Trustee Bebuk, yes, Trustee Klein,
Yeah,
Trustee Richley.
No.
All right. Business, I don't think I don't have any announcements per se. Hopefully that's enough snow for a while. Anybody else?
Thursday, isn't it?
Mr. Richley?
I got quite a bit. The grant, you kind of refreshed my memory, but the grant for Bryson Lane, is there any news on that?
For
or-
what?
For Bryson Lane, for the sewer?
The sewer we have.
Oh, okay.
We have that one. We're
Okay.
trying to get the roadway,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Was there a timeline on?
Oh, yeah, we've started the process. We got the grant through FEMA too for the Bell River Pump Station.
Okay.
Or, yeah, whatever that road is over there, Bell River Drive, isn't it? That pump station is down a ways, but you're
The
going
Bell
to Green
River
City?
Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's below the floodplain, but that one, we got a grant for that too, almost 300.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
And, it's gonna be like probably 480 by the time we're done.
Okay.
So we gotta pay 180, and we have budgeted for that. But, yeah, our engineer, I don't know, you probably don't recall, but back, I'm gonna say, almost a year probably now, or at least eight months ago, we approved AEW to do that. We got a price from them and our other one, and, they're currently working on that.
Okay.
So, I just signed the contract with Wade Trim, and we're waiting on the other one from AEW, and I will email that to everybody as requested after that's done.
Okay. That kills another one of my questions.
Yeah, well, I just signed it tonight, and he still helped me, witness that, but Mr. Pangori's been on vacation from AEW, so he was waiting to get back, got back today.
Okay.
That should be done, but we will turn that over to him, or we have, but he hasn't worked on it yet because we're waiting on engagement. But it takes a year to get it completely, without even designing it. The pump station's taking a year just to do all FEMA's paperwork. They're federally funded programs. It takes a long time. And everybody warned me, and I thought, no, sure, it takes a long time. But it's coming.
Okay.
But that money is for sure. That can't be
Rescinded or.
slammed on the counter like he's doing a lot of things, I guess. So, at least that's what I've been told. We had a pre-approval of shortlisted on the other for the road, but I've confirmed with Peters and Lisa's office that no, we haven't, so we're gonna reapply for that.
Okay,
You know, because most of those lie 2 foot below the floodplain, you know, floodway actually. And, you know, we can't get any emergency vehicles down there in the spring, when you know how the river's back up, and this year's gonna be one of them.
yep,
You know, it's gonna be a problem for them again.
yep,
And, you know, yeah, the houses are gonna flood and whatnot, but at least if the road's high enough, we can get an emergency vehicle down there to the front of the house. So that's our push for that. But we will reapply. I think Peter's office is March and the other one's April for the deadlines. And our director will be working on those applications.
okay.
We won't be paying anybody for that this year anymore.
The special assessment district on River Road, is there any update on that? Like, are they,
They submitted a start schedule of, like March, first week of March, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, Dwayne's been working on that, but yeah.
probably weather permitting?
Weather permitting, but they're planning about a month to do the work and then clean up as weather permits. But I know the contractor, he won't mess around, he'll get it done.
The other thing about, like, how we're talking about doing things digitally, which I like, but I also like getting a paper copy. I was one of the people that contacted you.
Yeah.
That's just the way I read.
I got you down
don't
for
like-
digital, don't worry about it.
But no, I think that,
This part could be
we
digital.
should,
That's what I
I
thought.
think we should
So-
post it on the website for people to see.
Yeah,
which-
we were gonna work on doing that too. I don't know if
Okay.
they did it yet or not, but
Okay, cool. And then the sewer credit policy, the couple issues that we had, is there any more discussion? Just something we could tell the public that,
I
going on?
asked the planning commission to talk about that, and they're gonna try and put that on their next agenda.
okay,
I think that's the proper place to do that,
yep.
you know.
And then, any other updates on the cost of the AMI technology for the water meters, like to track it? The thing that Dwayne was talking about?
Yeah, give him a shout, but he's got that down now to where, I believe he's got the cost of, and people can sign up for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and they can actually set their own parameters. You know,
Would it be
something-
per bill or something like that, or?
No, you can track your live usage, I think, on it. And that way there, if you're curious, you know, you're out of town, you wanna check it every few days, you can. Or I think you can set it where it'll send you an alert if you use more than 1,000 gallon a day or something. So, he was getting that ready for us. So I think
Okay.
it's something that we're gonna allow the homeowners to subscribe to if they want, and, you know, I think there's a minimal startup cost for it or something, a commitment cost, but, you know, if there's
Yeah.
residents that are interested, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't, really. It'd be no
Right.
different if a pipe breaks in your house. People have all these backup alarms on their sump pump, so why not your water line?
Yeah,
Yeah, especially if you're out of town a few months of the year, you know?
Guy down there
Right.
went to Florida and destroyed his house while he was gone.
Yeah.
Broken water line.
Yeah, we shut one off on Hathaway last week. It was blowing all over the place,
They
you know?
spent a whole year.
This week, our
Neighborhood
our
have-
DPW will be responding to probably at least half a dozen calls because it's gonna be really cold. And if
Yep.
it gets windy, that's really where you get it.
yep.
So, but that is, yep, that's underway.
That's all I got. Thank
Okay.
you.
I got every answer for you tonight. Don't think of anything else.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Dangerous. Anybody else have any comments? Jim? You saw?
I'm all
Yep.
set.
Deb?
Good.
All right, if not, I'd like to entertain a motion. to-
Other than this packet here,
Yeah, let me know afterwards what you guys want to do.
we don't need all this.
All right. And entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Richley, is there support?
Support.
Deb? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We're adjourned, Kenny.